just heading back from Snarestone down the Ashby back towards Hinckley. We had a lovely time coming up here, met up with our friends Glynis and Stuart, had a nice pub meal, and in a little bit I'll show you the end of the canal which we explored when we got here a few days ago. So why don't you join us as we cruise back to Hinckley along this idyllic canal. And this is as far as the Ashby Canal goes at this point. Just peters out after Bridge 62. But you can follow the course of the old canal, at least as far as Measham. And here we are on the actual bed of the old canal. Just put some water in it, you got a canal.
Moorings just before Shaxton.
Well, here we are at Shaxton. I think we'll stay here till Sunday for some excitement that you have to stay tuned to find out about. So, a little walk, not too long because it's very hot today, and then a chill. Good night. Well, what a difference 12 hours makes. Even though I've lived in this country nearly all my life, I'm always amazed how the weather can just turn on a sixpence from one extreme to another. Don't think we'll be doing much cruising today. We'll have to do something else. And this is what we've come to see, a little trip on the battlefield line. With little Finley and his mum Holly, although that's obviously Judith, not his mum Holly, who loves steam trains. Apparently we're having technical difficulties to do with a compressed air pump. So whether we actually get to go on this railway or not, is debatable. Anyway, there's a nice cafe, so that'll do me. Where are we going?
To Mother's house.
No. What are we riding on? What are we riding on?
A big train, isn't it? Sadly, I remember when trains used to be like this. There's Holly again, last seen on the canal.
On our first day out.
On our first day out.
Obviously it's hot.
So here we have 2 broken engines. One can't produce any compressed air, and the other one can't produce any vacuum. If you know anything about trains, you'll know that you need a vacuum to take the brakes off. Otherwise you're not going anywhere. So, we're waiting for their 3rd and final option. Let's see whether we actually go anywhere today. Anyway, Finley liked looking at the steam train, though he's getting a bit bored now. It's only a nearly 3-year-old can. At least it's not raining for the time being. It's a Class 33, made by Brush Industries in the early 1960s. 95% working, just the pump that produces the vacuum that's not, sadly. So this is our last hope, a 1957 diesel rail car, the last piece of working traction on this railway. Running it on a bit of a shoestring, I think. We're off! Only an hour late. Well, we've finally made Shenton, and given the circumstances I think we'll go straight back. Difficult keeping a fractious, just under 3-year-old entertained on a series of stationary trains, but there you go, part of life's rich tapestry. So here we are, back at Shackleton. Apparently they got the old diesel fixed, so that's going to take the next train out. And then I think we'll call it a day. Morning. Well, it's cleared up quite nicely and a fine day is predicted, so we'll leave Shackleton on our way down the Ashby towards Shenton, recreating the train trip we did finally yesterday. Suspect it's going to take about the same time as that train trip did in the end. Anyway, let's go. Well camouflaged, so the fish don't see you.
Oh dear. And there's more. Apparently there's a competition on today, Father's Day competition. The wives are having a bit of peace and quiet. And I suppose they are as well. Got a little purple nose. We've got something stuck to its fur. With a stick.
Here we are, just stopped off in Market Bosworth. We moored here on the way up. We're going to get some water and hopefully just press on a little further to Shenton. Market Bosworth, good place to moor. Walk up into the town, loads of pubs, interesting shops and a co-op. So top tip, moor in Market Bosworth.
Straight bit then, maybe.
What do you think? Well, this seems a nice spot, just by the bridge which carries the now disused continuation of the battlefield line. Now a nice footpath under the trees, but the solo's in the sun. I think we'll stop here. So where we're moored this evening is opposite Ashby Wood, and the site of Richard III's defeat at the Battle of Bosworth by Henry Tudor in 1485. And at 9 o'clock in the evening we have the place entirely to ourselves. As you can see, Judith's ready for bed. Unlikely we'll meet anyone to comment. Here's the dark, foreboding Ashby Wood. Quite dense. Morning. Well, it's looking like it's going to be a lovely day. Short hot plan today. Just down there to Sutton Cheney Wharf for some else than emptying, water topping up, etc. Then on to Stoke Golding, where we hope to hook up with Ian and Vicky, if they're still moored there, who we met on the way up. More about them later, if they're there. So a short little cruise today, and then a bit of walking to sort out transportation, etc. And food. We're out of that. That's important. Sutton Cheney Wharf with Sutton Cheney visitor moorings. Very pleasant. We're not stopping, but if we were, I think we'd have a very pleasant afternoon here.
Friday. Dennis and Stuart came to meet us.
This'll do. Nice and rural. Just under 2 hours from Hinckley. And up there is Ian and Vicky's boat. We'll see if they're in later. A few bits and bobs to do first, but before that, a cup of coffee. Well, I wasn't going to video it, so I didn't take my camera, but we went to pick up the car, which was parked near Shenton, and it was an absolutely glorious walk. So I thought I would share some images of that walk, and in particular the village of Shenton, which is absolutely stunning. Complete picture postcard chocolate box village, complete with Tudor Hall. So a really great walk. Morning. Well, here we are, about to set sail on the final voyage of this particular little trip back to Hinckley, where we finished the last one. So beyond that, we'll be retracing our steps to Marston and then to the marina at Springwood Haven, the other side of Nuneaton. So see you in a bit. Fill up their boat.
Yeah.
Lovely little set of moorings, really idyllic. The Triumph Factory, which announces our entry into Hinckley, emerging from the loveliness of this lovely canal. Well, here we are, just into Hinckley, where this little voyage will end. Down there is the Marina pub, and the way we came last time, down to Marston Junction. We will turn right through Nuneaton to Springwood Haven. And we'll see you there next time. I might do a bit more polishing. This is the bit I polished. And if I move along, this is the bit I didn't polish. You can see much less shiny and my reflection is much duller, so I think I'm making a difference. Well, wasn't that a fantastic cruise down from Snarestone back to Hinckley? The outer reaches of the Ashby Canal are really wonderful, very rural, very unspoilt, quite remote, well worth making the effort, although it is very shallow, so you have to take it steady, but as I said, it's well worth it. So what were the highlights for you then, Judith?
Well, I enjoyed my birthday while we were out. 21
again.
Yeah. And our friends Glynis and Stuart came and stayed aboard with us, our first stay aboards. We went for a nice meal at the Old Red Line in Market Bosworth, had a lovely walk. And then we managed to go on the Battlefield line, the Heritage Railway.
It was a bit rainy, but anyway, yeah.
That runs from Shackerston to Shenton, and Holly and Finley came.
Yeah.
And they had a few technical problems, but we actually got to go on the train, which was really good. And then we had our friends Helen and Matt joined us at the Rising Sun in Shackerston for pizza on Saturday night. That was lovely.
And beer.
Oh, well, yeah.
Very good
goes
beer.
without saying.
Very good beer.
Lots of beer. Otherwise, I mean, we've seen a lot of wildlife. We've seen a water vole, which we've never seen before. And we saw a bird of prey swoop down and get something out of the canal and fly off with it in its talons.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
And,
yeah.
And
missed it, of course, on the camera.
Yeah,
anyway.
Lots of little moorhen chicks and lovely birds, and yeah,
just very, very rural.
Really lovely.
Yeah. So now we're back on the main Oxford, so I think it's going to change a bit. Look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye-bye and thanks for watching.
Bye.
And hello to our new subscribers.
Diamond Lady.
Diamond Lady and Rincewind.
Who we met on the Ashby.
Lovely to see them.
They recognised us from our from Pete's vlog.
Keep watching. Lovely to see you. Hope we see you again. Bye for now.
Bye.